Rigor here. Welcome back. Rigor's Garage and Boat Basin. Got a new project. I was looking for something a little more exciting, and I bought a boat hull for my Florida boat basin. I got a 24-foot Grady white. It's called the Tournament Offshore Tournament Fish 243. I'm not really a fisher, more of a cruising fan. Usually when I want good fish, I'll go to McDonald's, get an extra piece of cheese and some onions. But this series will go in on how I'm going to retrofit the boat for new motors and new transom and all these type of things. Look forward, hope you like the series. I was looking for a boat, something that I could run offshore. I was looking for something 24 to 27 feet. I wanted it to be in relatively good repair, either a one that had an outboard or an inboard outboard setup. If it had an inboard outboard, I'd basically plug the hole in the transom and sell the motor in the outdrive. Also, I was looking for hopefully something with an aluminum trailer. Something was appropriate for launching in a saltwater environment. And what I was thinking of doing was making a boat kind of for cruising. I'm not a real fish fan, kind of as I said in the intro. If it had live wells, things like this, I'd cut them out. I was more interested in seating, comfort, speed, and then with the new outboards having higher horsepower, I wanted to move to a transom bracket setup, additional flotation, and hang the motors off the back of the boat. Since I'm going offshore, I wanted to have twin outboards, and then of course I want to have something. The intention here is I would have to redo the rigging in the dash and put in chart plotter, and I wanted to have at least digital gauges. Kind of far out would be something that I could wire into a multifunction display. Now my search for the hull, I started in three basic locations: Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and eBay. I've had the most success Craigslist, just because you can narrow it down to a location. Also, Facebook Marketplace is also a good source. It seems eBay, if you're looking for something specific, rigging or some sort of parts or things like this, eBay seems to be a good place to go. But in this case, with this boat, I struck it through both Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. Well, I found a boat with a private owner, 24 foot. It was basically a boat hull. He had used it as a donor boat to get what he wanted was the outboard for a larger boat with twin engines. So he stripped this boat, got the hull. It's a 24 foot Grady white Tournament 243. It's the hull. Had to buy a trailer. There was no trailer, so I went to All Star Trailers in Hialeah, Florida, which is south of Miami, and bought a 26-foot trailer for $3,600, brand new. That includes brakes, everything. Transported it back to the west coast of Florida. Hit a railroad track and lost the front hubcap on my truck. That's the way that goes. That cost me $19. The boat itself is rather large. When I stand next to the boat on the trailer, the front of the boat,
is slightly above my head. It's about 6.5 feet off the ground. You can see the transom. Transom was set up for a single outboard motor. At one time, there was a splash well in front of the opening. I'm basically not going to do that. I'm started out filling in all the holes in the transom. Basically, I'm taking everything off the boat. I don't know if you can see inside. You can see on each side were live wells for fishing. You kind of know my thoughts on fish. I'm a cruiser, not a fisher. And so I'm closing in the back. I'm going to be cutting out the live wells, taking out the splash well. That's no longer needed. I'm going to look for outboard motors, 2 of them, and put a transom bracket on. That's my progress so far. Hope you look forward to coming back and see what happens in the next episode. Bye now.